Have you ever felt that your career is stagnant? Do you work so hard but fail to receive the opportunities or recognition that you deserve? In this video, you'll discover 4 things: the power of taking risks, the steps to assessing and taking calculated risks, a strategic framework for assessing your career in 5-year increments, and my own personal story of how embracing risks led to extraordinary breakthrough in my career. So if you're ready to break free from the shackles of your comfort zone and unlock the true potential of your career, keep watching. In my previous video, I discussed the importance of self-advocacy in advancing your career. Now I'm going to take things a step further by talking about the impact that taking risks can have on your career. Now, whether you're in the early or like me, heading towards the middle stages of your career, today's video will provide insights that will empower you to take charge and embrace risks in the workplace. Now, I've been working for about 12 years and my career can broadly be divided into 2 halves. The first half was marked with hard work and caution. I put my head down, I didn't rock the boat, and I worked very hard. I exceeded expectations at work, but I didn't get the opportunities or the career advancement that I felt I deserved. The second half was marked by me taking responsibility for my career growth. I set a vision, I advocated for myself, sought counsel, and I took calculated risks. And as a result, I've experienced greater fulfillment, various opportunities to learn new things, faster career growth, and greater recognition and impact across the business. Now, in the first half of my career, my approach was largely driven by a fear of the unknown. I had worked so hard to get into this company and I was afraid of jeopardizing my job. So I followed the advice I received growing back home in Nigeria and I put my head down and I worked very hard. During that time, I only communicated my career goals and aspirations with my direct boss and I depended on him to advocate on my behalf. Unfortunately, even though he seemed to agree that I deserved a promotion, he also seemed helpless to be able to do something about it. I imagined it was because he was not in the rooms where these decisions were being made. And additionally, these decision makers were not familiar with my work and so I wasn't being considered when opportunities arose. Initially, I accepted my fate, but when I discovered that some of my peers were actually getting great opportunities and recognition, it was clear that they were doing something that I was not doing. I realized that I needed to change my approach and take more proactive steps to take responsibility for my career growth. One common misconception is that taking risks means blindly jumping into the unknown. But in reality, successful risk takers are strategic planners who carefully evaluate every step. So here is a 4-step process to help you take calculated risk at work. Now, the first step in assessing risk is self-reflection. Take the time to understand what your goals are, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, and try and understand what you're trying to achieve in your career. Now, in the early part of my career, I also took some time to reflect. By this time, I had a 5-year track record of technical excellence. I had completed my part-time MBA, and so I felt ready for the next step. I was looking for broader roles to give me exposure to the commercial aspects of the business. Step 2 in the process of taking risk is research. Investigate the potential opportunities and challenges that are associated with a potential career move. Look both within and outside your company and your industry. Now, during this stage in my career, I didn't actively practice this step. However, looking back, I realized I missed out on exploring potential opportunities outside of my company and industry, such as with management consultancy firms who were actively looking for people with my profile at the time. Interestingly, some of my peers made this move to management consultancies about this time in their careers. So, take the time to research your options and ensure that you're on a path that aligns with your goals and aspirations rather than just the career track that is set by your company. Additionally, it's beneficial to take advice from a diverse range of mentors at this stage. But while their advice about your career plans is useful, remember that that is only based on their personal experiences. And so ultimately, you need to trust your instincts and take the decision that feels right for you. And that brings us to step 3, strategize. Now, as you navigate your career journey, it's important to have a strategic roadmap in place. Renowned author Carla Harris, in her book Strategize to Win, introduced a powerful framework for planning your career in 5-year increments, which I'll be sharing with you today. Think of the first 5 years as the foundational phase. Your focus should be on acquiring essential skills, connecting with influential individuals, and crafting a reputation for excellence. This phase is all about honing your core skills such as analytical, quantitative, and presentation skills. In the next 5 years, you should ideally have climbed the career ladder, securing 1 or 2 promotions. Now it's time to make a critical decision. Do you aim to climb the career ladder in your current vertical discipline? And if so, what's the roadmap to reach the top? Alternatively, you might find yourself drawn to another discipline that piques your interest. If you consider transitioning outside of your current vertical, this is the time to position yourself for a seamless shift. As you enter the third 5-year stretch, you're firmly in the middle of your career, and this is the ideal time for further reflection. What have you learned over the years? Have you identified your unique skills or your superpower. These are the skills and the talents that come naturally to you that not only benefit you, but also have a positive impact on others. Take a step back and evaluate what additional skills and experiences you need to continue your growth. Consider the knowledge and opportunities that exist beyond what you initially envisioned when you started your career. Explore avenues that offer new learning experiences, exposure to diverse individuals, and exposure to different industries. Now comes the final and exciting part, embracing risks. Now, a lot of the things I've just shared about researching and strategizing are things that I've only learned in recent years. And so what did I actually do? I chose the path that was recommended by my company. I was advised against taking a commercial role at this point, and it was suggested to me that rather I should spend some more time in another technical role to establish a stronger foundation, a sort of anchor for my future growth. My first bold move was to start presenting my work at our technical communities of practice. This made sure that the key decision makers were aware of my contributions, and I was able to fine-tune my skills and broaden my knowledge. Now, during that same year, I found out that a new specialist team in my area of interest was forming, and I decided to take yet another leap of faith. And this was a departure from the past where I would have consulted my boss first and asked him to reach out on my behalf. But this time, I trusted my instincts and initiated a face-to-face conversation with the team leader. I shared my eagerness to join their ranks, and something extraordinary happened. The team leader was already familiar with my work from my presentations within the communities of practice. He was not only impressed by my expertise, but also by my enthusiasm. In that very conversation, he offered me a role on his team, which was a pivotal moment in my career. But I didn't stop there. I took a third risk by making a request. I'd only accept the role if he was able to facilitate my move from the Aberdeen to the London office. And to my surprise, he agreed. And that one decision has completely transformed my career journey. Now, as we round up this video, I want you to remember that your path to professional growth is not set in stone. Your journey can be defined by your choices, your readiness to step out of your comfort zone, and your courage to embrace the unknown. By following the steps I've shared in this video, you too can embark on your own journey of transformation. So what's the next step? What risk are you willing to take to unlock your full career potential? Share your thoughts and experiences with me in the comments below. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, you can check out this playlist for more videos like this. Go out there and make it happen. Bye-bye.